Lots of football to talk about. Let's start with Liverpool, shall we? Because their gaffer, Jurgen Klopp, has been speaking to the media ahead of his side trip to Fulham that Sunday at 4:30. He said his side are not down and out despite their recent defeats.
There's the next chance for us, and we can turn things absolutely around in all departments, and we can make it still an outstanding season. It anyway will be a good season. But of course, it's how you look at it will be in the end massively influenced by the last part of it. So far, great. Not the last game, but the season. And now let's use that. So that's it. So first and foremost, the boys know that I don't tell them things which I don't believe in. I'm 100% sure we can really win all the football games we have from now on.
Liverpool currently third in the Premier League. Benny, how much pressure is on Jurgen Klopp with Liverpool? Right, this is last year. How about this, right? After 9 years, this is what Jason Cundy sent me. After 9 years, Klopp will leave Liverpool with the same amount of Champions Leagues as Roberto Di Matteo, same amount of Premier Leagues as Claudio Ranieri, same amount of FA Cups as Roberto Martinez, and same amount of League Cups as Martin O'Neill. Now, it's slightly facetious and tongue-in-cheek because I've named 4 different managers and he's won, so he's won all of them. But my question to you is, right, they're not going to win the Champions League. Nope. They've won the League Cup. They're not going to win the FA Cup. All they can do is the Premier League. They probably won't win that. League Cup in his final year, right? Has he underachieved with his ability?
No, see, me and you have this argument so often because, as you said there about Jurgen Klopp, right? For me, he's a 10.
But it's a bad year, right?
I mean, if they only win the League Cup,
bad year.
It's a bad year from where they're coming from because you look at one point they could win 4 trophies. Now we argued and said, I think we did a show where we said, is the treble better than the quadruple because there was no Champions League in there? But the fact is that they were up for all 4 trophies, and they did that a couple of years ago, and I still think it was a massive achievement. They played maximum amount of games and you can play in a season, and they only came out with the FA Cup and the League Cup. Didn't win the league, didn't win the Champions League, but I still think it was a good season. I still, if you look at his body of work at Liverpool, right, and he goes for the role, he goes for the job at Liverpool, and they say to him, "We need you to challenge, we need you to win trophies, we need you to compete at the top end of the table." Well, he's done all that. He's won the Premier League once. I know it's only once, but he's still won it. He lost to Manchester City getting 96 points. That's unheard of. I think he got 92 and they got 93. So twice he's got in the 90s and not won it, which is, again, not heard of. He's still won the FA Cup. He's won the league. He's won 2 league football cups. He's won the Champions League. He's been run up in a couple. I do think he's won the Super Cup. He's won the Club World Cup.
Okay, go on, keep talking because I've got a counter argument to that.
He's won all of that in his 9 years that he's been there. I mean,
okay,
yes, he could have.
Let me go through them, right? So the League Cup they won in 2023-24 on penalties.
Yeah.
Right? Community Shield, they won.
Don't say that.
What?
Don't
okay.
Take that out of it.
They won the FA Cup in 2021, penalties.
Chelsea
won the League Cup, penalties. Right? When they won the Premier League title, it was COVID year.
Okay, so why didn't anyone else win it?
Well, no, I'm just saying, you sort of. They won the FIFA World Club Cup after extra time. They won the UEFA Super Cup in penalties, and the Champions League was against Spurs.
Okay, but what does that even mean? It's against Spurs. What does that mean?
But you see what I'm saying? They haven't blasted teams away.
You don't have to.
Penalties, extra time, penalties.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they did it. It's on his CV. It says he's found a way. Okay, the last one they just won against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Right, which wasn't penalties. Right, look what he did with the substitution, the young kids.
Yeah. I'm asking the question. I'm not saying I agree with what I'm reading now.
You do agree with it.
No, I don't agree with it.
Mark him out of 10 at his time at Liverpool because I think he's a 10.
We can't be a 10.
He's won everything.
One Premier League title in 9 years is not a 10.
He's won everything.
Okay, well, but Pep is a 10 and you can't give him the same.
Wait, they could both be a 10. Okay, what's Fergie?
11.
No, he's not. Fergie's a 10.
Right, Fergie's not a 10, Benny.
Yeah, I think he's a 10.
They've won one Premier League title in like 34 years, 35 years.
The guy got to 96 points and didn't win the title.
Well, then that's not enough, is it?
96 points is crazy.
I know, but get 98.
No, 92 points, they don't win it. Come on.
Of course he's been unbelievable and an incredible success.
And listen to me.
But one Premier League title in 9 years isn't enough for a club like Liverpool.
I understand that.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, okay, but I get that. But my point is, he's won everything.
Yeah.
At Liverpool have seen that manager lift every trophy there is to lift.
I know, but he should have done more. No, you're missing my point. I would never say this about Leicester. I would probably never say it about Arsenal.
I know you're saying that about Liverpool. I get
it.
If
Arteta won one Premier League in 9 years, I go, unbelievable. The fact I'm saying for Klopp, not good enough.
I get that.
That's basically me saying Klopp's much better than that.
No, my point is that every bit of silverware there is out there to win that he can achieve, he's managed to do that.
Okay.
And maybe the Europa League, no, But I'm talking about Champions League and all
Let's talk about your manager, okay? Mikel Artichoke.
Okay.
Old
Why do you call him
Artichoke.
Artichoke?
He
There
choked,
is.
didn't he? Choked
Emery.
again. Isn't he? What's happening to your team? Second at the moment in the Premier League. You've got a horrible game at Wolves tomorrow. If you lose that, is it over? Is it over? Can you win it?
I mean, if we lose at Wolves, the wheels have well and truly come off.
Wolves have well and truly come off.
Yeah, but if they could, I think they'll win it. If they do win it, all of a sudden it's like, just to give the club a little bit more confidence again, because that Bayern Munich second half
It's killed you, innit?
wasn't good enough, and it wasn't even that they played badly; they just didn't do anything.
You still believe in Arteta?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
If you get third
Do you know
again
what?
this
I
season.
sat there after the Munich game,
Yeah.
went in his press conference, wasn't even going to ask a question. Got in there, bottled it, didn't answer any questions.
Who didn't?
Me. I was.
You're not me. You're not there to ask a question.
Yeah, but I was there. The mic was going around. I could have asked the question.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have done that. You're too scared.
Sure, correct.
But why? Tell me why you and Arsenal fans still trust him.
No, because I like the way that he's going. I know he's won the FA Cup. That's it. But
With someone else's team.
shut up. He is like Arsenal closer to winning the league and the Champions League than they've been in so long. That to start again now, just for me, seems stupid, seems daft.
Yeah.
But at some point, I get it. He's gonna have to get over that line and win it. And I think he's close. He's on the cusp. But
I don't think he's on the cusp.
he's on the cusp. I think we need another 500 mil. That's what we need.
You need left back. You
Yeah.
need a number 9.
Do you know what we do? But this is the mad thing, right? At the minute, Arsenal currently have 6 left backs on the book still. Did you know that?
No.
Right. Tommy Asu can play there, who I thought was very good against Bayern.
No.
Played really well against Sane. You got Zinchenko. Tierney's out on loan. Tavares is still on the books.
Is Tenny on loan?
Tierney's on loan at
Right.
Sociedad.
Okay.
No,
I knew he was at Sociedad. I didn't know it was loan.
Timber, injured. Kivior has been playing there.
Timber plays left back, does he?
Yeah, that's 6 on the book. But I think certainly he's got to trim the squad. He's got to let a couple of these fringe players go. If you don't, because that
Smith Rowe?
Yeah, I think you have to. I love Smith Rowe, but I think
if you take him away, your bench is so weak.
No, but we need to reinvest in the squad, because that's why the players look tired to me, because he doesn't want to rotate the players, because he doesn't trust the rotation process. So clearly he doesn't believe these players are good enough.
Who's going to win the Premier League?
As I sit here and breathe, I'm thinking, City.
Okay.
I'd like Arsenal to just
I
come
know
on.
you would.
Just win every game.
But you think City will win it?
Yeah.
If you win every game, will you win it?
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah.
City will drop points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Against who I don't know. But
Who's going to win the Premier League? Arsenal? Liverpool? In fact, forget that question. Are Arsenal or Liverpool going to win the Premier League?
someone
And
said
if you
this,
support-
James, is Emery better manager than Arteta? Well, obviously he's a better manager. Look, more experience.
Yeah.
Look what he's won.
Yeah. And Eric Ten Hag's better as well.
Don't give it that.
Well, you've won the same top 4 finishes.
Listen, they're trying to replace Eric Ten Hag with Southgate. So just
They're not- that's
let
nonsense.
that sink in.
Right, let it sink in that your manager spent half a billy and the
FA
same
Cup.
won the same as Eric Ten Hag.
There's one more. There's one better. Better.
Is it?
Better competition.
Domestic top 4 once.
What's better? What would you rather win?
Neither. The bigger.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.